At sunrise, pale golden light touches the surface of a fjord, so still it mirrors the mountains above it. A thin layer of mist drifts between steep cliffs. In a small wooden cabin painted deep red, coffee is already brewing. Outside, a fisherman prepares his boat without hurry. No loud engines, no rush, just water, sky, and silence. This is Norway. Not crowded, not chaotic, but powerful in a quiet, steady way that unfolds slowly, like the changing light across the northern sky. Norway sits in northern Europe, stretching along the western edge of Scandinavia. It borders Sweden, Finland, and Russia, but much of its identity comes from the sea. With one of the longest coastlines in the world, shaped by glaciers over thousands of years, Norway feels like a country carved by nature itself. It may seem distant on the map, cold, remote. But those who visit quickly realize that distance here creates depth. In a single journey, you can travel from dramatic fjords to snow-covered peaks, from modern cities to tiny Arctic villages where the sun does not rise for weeks in winter. Nature here is not decoration, it is presence. Norwegians are often described as reserved. They value personal space. They may not begin conversations easily with strangers. But beneath that quiet surface lies sincerity and steady warmth. Trust builds slowly here, but once it forms, it is strong. Punctuality matters, privacy matters, equality matters deeply. These are not loud values, they are lived quietly every day. Can you imagine growing up in a place where mountains stand taller than buildings, where children learn to ski almost before they learn to ride a bicycle? In Norway, outdoor life is not a hobby, it is a philosophy. The concept of friluftsliv, meaning open-air living, shapes the culture. Families hike on weekends, children play outside in nearly all weather. Even in winter darkness, people step outdoors for fresh air and movement. The fjords are perhaps Norway's most iconic image. Long, narrow inlets of deep blue water surrounded by towering cliffs and waterfalls that seem to fall from the sky. Standing at the edge of Fjord or Norøy Fjord, you might feel small in the best possible way. Further north, above the Arctic Circle, the northern lights move silently across the sky in waves of green and violet. In summer, the midnight sun refuses to set. Time itself feels different here, slower, wider. Norway's capital, Oslo, reflects a different side of the country. Modern yet calm. Clean lines of Scandinavian design. Waterfront architecture blending glass and wood. Museums dedicated to Viking history and polar exploration remind visitors that Norwegians have long looked toward the horizon. But even in the capital, nature is never far. Within minutes, you can leave the city center and find yourself walking through forest trails or skiing across quiet hills. Norwegian culture values equality strongly. Social systems emphasize balance. Work-life boundaries are respected. People leave offices on time. Even leaders are often addressed casually, reflecting a society that prefers flat structures over rigid hierarchies. There is also a deep respect for the environment. Recycling is normal. Clean energy is prioritized. The landscape is not something to dominate, but something to protect. And food? Traditional dishes like fårikål, a slow-cooked lamb and cabbage stew, warm homes during long winters. Fresh salmon, cod, and seafood reflect the country's connection to the sea. Brown cheese, slightly sweet and caramel-like, surprises many first-time visitors. Coffee culture is strong. Conversations may be quiet, but they are thoughtful. What do Norwegians like? They value honesty, simplicity, and reliability. They appreciate silence without discomfort. They enjoy cabins in the mountains, skiing across snow-covered plains, and long summer evenings by the water. What do they dislike? Loud arrogance rarely earns respect. Boasting is discouraged by an unwritten social code, sometimes called janteloven, which quietly reminds individuals not to place themselves above others. Excessive showiness feels out of place. Calm discussion is preferred over confrontation. Independence is respected. There is humor too, dry, subtle, often self-deprecating. It may take time to notice it, but it is there, woven gently into conversation. Beyond the fjords and Oslo, there are the Lofoten Islands, where fishing villages cling to dramatic peaks rising from the sea. There is Bergen, where colourful wooden houses line the harbour beneath constant shifting weather. There are vast plateaus like Hardangervidda, where reindeer roam across open land. Norway feels like a country that has learned to coexist with extremes, long darkness and endless daylight, harsh winters and brief, glowing summers. It is modern, but deeply traditional. Wealthy, but understated. Powerful, yet restrained. Can you imagine living in a place where silence is not emptiness, but richness? Where nature is not an escape from life, but the center of it? Norway does not demand attention. It does not rush to impress. It simply exists with quiet confidence. If you have ever visited a place where stillness felt powerful, what did it change in you? Would you choose excitement and noise or depth and calm? Share your thoughts below. And if you would like to continue discovering countries where landscape and identity are inseparable, consider subscribing. Some places shout their beauty, others whisper it. Norway whispers, one fjord at a time.